So today I'm going to be test shooting my new Canon AE-1 program. So for the last year I've been shooting on a Praktica MTL3 35mm mechanical SLR. I think it's German made, about the 70s, and the other day it basically packed up. The film doors jammed and the light seals were leaking, which I tried to replace, which is why the door is now jammed, so it was time for an upgrade. So this is where the Canon AE-1 program comes in. So I've been wanting to upgrade. I was looking at upgrading in a couple months time. Obviously the Praktica breaking gave me that push to pick up a new 35mm camera. So this has come with the 50mm 1.8 lens. Picked it up for about £135, which is a good price considered. Some of them go on eBay for about £200 to £250. So there were a couple of other cameras in competition with the AE-1 program, mainly the Minolta X700 and the Olympus OM20. Main reason I went for the Canon was the fact that you've got a full auto, whereas the other two I think only do aperture priority modes and then full manual. As well, over the Olympus has the shutter speed on the lens ring, whereas the Canon has it as a shutter dial on top, which I'm a lot more used to. It's a lot more comfortable, a lot more easy for me to use. And overall, Canon is renowned for being a great camera. So now I'm going to go and test shoot the Canon AE-1. I've got a roll of Kodak Ultramax 400, which is the cheapest 400 ISO film stock that Kodak offer. Overall it's a good film, it's got good colours, nice saturation and contrast. So yeah, I'll go load this up and we'll go shoot and see what results we get with the camera. Okay, so I've just got these photos back from the lab and spent a little bit of time editing them. Just wanted to do a first impressions of using the Canon AE-1 program. So overall, it's really nice, really easy to use. Viewfinder is nice and bright. I like the fact that it tells you the aperture rather than having the needle with the plus and minus you're trying to work out. It just makes it feel like it's a lot quicker and a lot easier to use. I relied solely on the light meter in here, so all the photos are done with that. Some of them have come out a little bit overexposed, but you can't really expect it to be completely perfect. Didn't test out the full auto or the shutter priority, just shot as a full manual. That's what I'm used to doing, that's how I'd normally shoot the camera. But overall, yeah, really, really nice to use, minus the few light leak issues on the first few frames. Not sure whether that's down to the camera itself, or if it's developing, or if it's glare. It was quite bright outside. But yeah, overall, really good experience shooting this camera for the first time. Let's have a look at the photos. So I didn't film this part, but I had a bit of an interaction with a couple of guys that were sat outside a barbershop, asked if I could take their photo. It's the first time I've done something like that. It's something I want to do more of, but it can be a bit awkward. It's gaining your confidence to get out and do that. But these photos have come out really, really nice. I love them. I love the way that the film stock has rendered the reds and blues. I've done the same with a lot of photos in the roll, just because the film stock tends to accentuate the reds in the shadows and blues in highlights. So I've tried to, balance that back out, make it look a bit more natural. But overall, the colours have come out really nice. The exposures come out lovely. Contrast is great. Overall, just really like these two photos, and it's got a bit of a narrative to it, which I love. So next I've got this shot of this little Mini that was through the gate where I took another photo. Colours have come out really nice. The lens has done an ace job of getting that focus spot on, rendering it really, really sharp, really nice. Overall, yeah, I love the colours, love the contrast. Had to crop it in a little bit. Obviously it's not a nice tall image. Just had to try and crop out a little bit of that gate on the left hand side. Make more focus on the actual car itself. Okay, so this is the last shot that I'm going to talk about, and I really, really love this one. This is my favourite off of the roll today. Yeah, it's just come out really, really nice. The colours have come out really nice. The exposure with just the light meter in the camera is pretty much nailed it. Focus is really, really crisp, really clean, and I've not actually had to edit it, which is really nice. I've just left everything as is. I didn't want to mess up the colours because I love the way the colours have come out. I didn't want to mess up the exposure because it looks good. It doesn't really need any work in my opinion. It's come out exactly how I would have wanted it to come out, and that's why it's my favourite shot of the roll. So overall, I'm really happy with how the Canon AE-1 program has performed. There's no major light leaks, no big problems that I can see as of yet. The lens, the focus is spot on. It's super crisp, it's clean, it's sharp, and overall just like a really nice shooting experience on this camera. It will be sad to see the Praktica go. It's the first film camera that I bought, even if it was £20, even if it is a pain to load and all the other problems that I had with it. It's still my first and taught me a lot about film photography and a lot about photography in general and exposure, and just feel like it made me that little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to try and keep up to a weekly or so upload schedule, depending on uni workload, but uni doesn't start for a couple of weeks. But yeah, make sure you follow my Instagram in the link below, just to see all the photos and everything. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys.